Hey everybody, this is Auntie, and are you all ready for my review of Love During Lockup, Season 7, Episode 5, Charm or Calm? Let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers and my nieces and nephews and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie to rise. Sweet old. It's time for Auntie to rise. It's time for Auntie to
Well, welcome back, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm hoping you all were able to be with the one you love, including yourself, in case you are fabulously single like your auntie, okay? Yes, I did enjoy my Valentine's Day today, doing all those things I wanted to do. Went out and got myself something very, very special for me, and I had to check on the order. Anyway, y'all, let's see one of the things that I purchased for myself tomorrow as I do my coffee and crime. I hope that you all are ready and got your notification bells on, okay? Because we're going to be talking about a doozy tomorrow. But anyway, today we are here. Hey there, Nia Harris. Hey, Auntie Cousins and Raydella, love you. Girl, you've been with me for 46 months. Oh, my God. I love you, Naya. Yes. Um, so yeah, I spend my Valentine's Day doing what I wanted to, and like I said, make sure that you are subscribed to me at my other YouTube channel, because tomorrow we will be continuing our series on coffee and crime. Those will not be over here. I had to make a decision on whether or not I was going to do both of them, y'all, like here and there and everywhere. But I really want that page to be, that YouTube channel to be dedicated to doing my crime stories. Okay. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be tomorrow morning. So make sure that you have subscribed over there and that you have your notification bells on, so that when I go live, you go live right along with me. So anyway, y'all, I'm ready. Della, if you could post, hey there, Tamika. Hey, Create with Candace. Who else is on here? My Giselle. Hey, boo. Just trying to make sure I don't miss nobody. That's a member. Hey, Tamika. So, just trying to make sure. And Raydella, like I said, if you could drop that link to my other channel, Auntie's Advice Lifestyle Podcast. Hey, baby Philly Fox. Hoping you and your wife had a great Valentine's Day. I'm sure y'all did, because you're such a sweet guy. Such a sweet guy. So anyway, y'all, let's get into this mess, okay? These women are just stupid. This show is stupid, but I love it, right? I can't miss it. And I did miss it yesterday because I ended up going to a Valentine's Day. That was my first one I ever been to. It was phenomenal. When I say phenomenal, I mean phenomenal. And I don't drive at night, or at least I try not to drive at night. Y'all, I was driving at night. Now, was I doing about about 20 miles under the speed limit? Yeah, because I was on the other side of town. Okay. And I was driving about 20 miles per hour. I said, Lord. I know these people ready to blow me off the street, but I just could not go any. I could not go. Oh, is this what it come up as? Do I got the wrong thing on mine? Hold on, y'all. I must have the wrong thing on mine. Lifestyle. So it's lifestyle, y'all. It's Auntie's Advice Lifestyle Podcast. Okay. Okay. So anyway, y'all, let me get to this review because that's what y'all came for. Okay, so let's see who we gonna start with these stupid people. Bonita and Goddess and Damon. Okay, so this is stupid. Really, they had a whole bunch of nothing burger. There was nothing really going on with this couple. Goddess is, of course, going to be going over to Damon's house to um get the clothes with his mother, the clothes and his possessions and all of that kind of stuff. So he calls Bonita and basically he is telling Bonita that, he wants all his stuff and nothing but all his stuff. And she has already admitted that she um had to spend the money for to take care of her lifestyle and was trying to justify. Hold on, let me see if I can bring that up real quick so y'all can see the foolala about that. Hold on, I think it's Bonita K on I think it's Bonita K on TikTok. So hold on one second, y'all. I want y'all to see her excuse for taking the man's money and all. Let me see. I think it's Bonita K. She gave an explanation. Um, she absolutely She absolutely is a Baltimore girl. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about her. She is absolutely stunning. I mean, she is the prettiest person that I have seen. Okay, I think this is the video right here. Yeah, this is it. Hold on. She is just absolutely gorgeous. She's just And I know this is a weave in her head, but she's still pretty. I mean, she is pretty. I think she's the prettiest girl, like I said, that I have seen downtown to Love During Lockup, Life After Lockup. Love, like she's just gorgeous. Let me show y'all her and we're gonna listen to her explanation as to why she decided that she was going to take the stuff. And she appears to make no apology for it. So hold on, let me bring that up on the screen. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get to my review. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. That's be right here. Share screen. And then I'm gonna go to TikTok. Yeah, I'm gonna go to TikTok. Okay.
While I wait for my client, right? We're gonna start with this. Why did she sell the stuff? Was her business is not selling? Hold on, let me get y'all propped up because I really got to get into this because hold on, let me try my chin because a lot of people it's on
Now why she taped it sideways, I don't know. I guess she'll get the hang of it.
it really playing. So let's get into it. $1 million question. Why did I sell his stuff? Because I wanted to. The fuck? Why did I want to? Okay. He's incarcerated. I get him a lawyer. If you're from Baltimore, you already know what's up. Like, when you got any type of anything in your background, these lawyers, they want 10 bands and up. Yeah. So, I paid for the lawyer, whatever. The lawyer tried to throw us out to the wolves, you feel me? Like, oh, it's working with the, whatever. That's the story for another day, you feel me? Fuck that. So, once we seen what the lawyer was trying to do, we had to get another lawyer. Now, somebody tell me the lawyer give out refunds. Oh, wait. Okay, okay, okay. Now that we got that understood, he still needed a lawyer. So let me ask you this: with me being a mom of two, and I still got bills and shit, why would I come out my pocket for another lawyer when I can sell some of this shit that's materialistic? Y'all gotta keep up with me, right? Sell shit that's materialistic that we can easily get back. Okay, cool. Was that the only reason I sold this stuff? No. Was he being a little weird? Like he was in there, like far as being inconsistent, but calls and certain shit wasn't make adding up? Yes. Was I born yesterday? Fuck no. But was I going to be a fool and do what a fool do? And I'm happy that I went about it the way I did. You feel what I'm saying? Because look, see how everything blew up. All right, now the second portion of it, the ring. Why was she so flabbergasted at the $5,000 ring? I'm flabbergasted because I wasn't about to pay 5,000 of my dollars, mine, my dollars. Mind you, that's my money. Mind you, if I wanted to propose to myself and buy myself a $5,000 ring, bitch, I'd have done that from the jump. So let's move it along. Right? I only bought the ring because he brought up to me the fact that he was going to buy me another one. So I'm like, okay, I don't even have the ring, so I had to get a stand-up ring, right? So I don't really care what nobody thinks of that. You feel me? Like a woman intuition is never wrong. I was moving how I was moving just off of my intuition. You feel what I'm saying? And now look, I'm watching this shit blow up, just like y'all watching it blow up. And now my question is, why the fuck did y'all think I should have sold his stuff? Y'all motherfuckers lucky I ain't sell that man ass. Please.
He lucky.
So as y'all can see, she is beautiful. She is beautiful. And he wants to be in a poly relationship. Now, as we all know, when we first saw him, he indicated that he was going to be going home and staying with his mother. I've seen a video of him dancing, look like he's home already. And I don't know whether or not he's staying with her or not. Don't even make a difference. She's absolutely beautiful and can do bad by herself. I'm just trying to tell you because she's the prettiest girl I've seen on Love After Lockup. Now, if y'all can remind me of somebody else, I mean, it is what it is, right? But I don't remember anybody else being as pretty as she is. She don't need that mofo. Okay, the storyline dry anyway. The next person I want to talk about is Emily and Justin. Now, of course, you all know Emily is going through some situations and some circumstances. I don't believe at this point in this series that she is still at the brothel. I'm questioning whether or not things are getting shaky. Now, we have heard, or I have heard, and I'll let you all know that I've heard that, she's not working at the brothel anymore. Um, and I don't know what went down, right? I haven't investigated, haven't researched it, just haven't had the time to do it, right? So anyway, she has decided that she's not making enough money with the clientele that's coming in there. So she's going to do what she calls content. So she goes to this little studio where this little guy is, who is taking videos with him. He said that 15% of his salary is comes from making content with women, while 85% of his salary comes from being with men. And he said he doesn't believe that he's doing anything wrong because as long as he goes home to his partner, it ain't no foul. So they're in there talking about the content. Of course, you all know when we saw her at the brothel, she had indicated that she likes that BDM. Is that what they call it? I don't know what they call it, but she likes it like that. But she had him, you know, she was walking around and she was waiting, to talk to Justin before she went in. And she was like, maybe I should just go in. And so she goes in, and the two of them, starts doing like different poses and stuff like that. And he's taking pictures of her. So while she's in there having a conversation with the guy, Justin calls. And so, Justin calls on the phone. And, he's kind of like, hey, what's going on? Just starting with the regular salutations. And she starts acting weird AF. And she's like, I'm in Vegas doing content. He doesn't need to know that. And I know this one thing about Emily. She likes to get him riled up. Emily knows that he does not like her business and stuff like that. And I don't understand why Emily won't keep that stuff to herself. What he don't know won't hurt him. But I think she wants to hurt him. And so she says stuff and tell him where she is and what she doing just to make sure that she, can get the attention. Now, she's already heard from Liz that she's basically a money bag for him. She's steady going out and making money and saying, okay, this is how we're going to get the money. This is how we going to get the money by me, sleeping with different people, working in a brothel and all of that kind of stuff. And so every time he calls her, and he seems like he's on the high, she immediately brings him down with the bull crap. Again, I really think that is her motive. I think it's her motive to control his emotions and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? For what? Now the guy isn't here, right? He's gone on to be with God. And now what is her claim to fame? OnlyFans? Like, what is she doing now? Because the word out there on the curb is she got fired from the little place that she was working on. Matter of fact, I think she put some type of video out there saying, y'all don't try to reach me out there anymore. And so, he gets upset and he doesn't want her there. And she tells him, well, you're dealing with these different women, so I can do content. So, okay, if you do content, do your content. He's not telling her every time he talked to her that he's dealing with these girls. He already said in this episode that, he really doesn't think that he need to be dealing with the girl Liz anymore. And he's willing to, get that relationship up. It's just a whole bunch of mess and a whole bunch of bull crap that is just constantly going on between this particular couple. Anyway, it's just a mess. Talking about phony and fake is Aisha. Aisha and her sidekick are, still in Alabama. They have gone to Michael's house and they realize that, it ain't what it was supposed to be. She now has been told by the Aunt Gloria, I believe it is, that he has life. So she explains to her why he has life. It's a 3-time you're out strike rule, I think, right? And so, she doesn't want to believe that. So she decides that her and her girlfriend gonna go down to the court building. And she said, because when I talked to the aunt, I can't believe her because she's 82 years old. And I was like, that's so ageism. Like, that's just wrong. That woman knew what she was talking about. She didn't seem like she had dementia. Because if she had dementia or something like that, certainly she wouldn't have sat in that car that damn long by herself while you and your girlfriend go up to the mountaintop and scavenge and just strip the man's house of all his personal stuff, which was nice and neat and in a nice little place for them to go. Coincidentally. So anyway, the two of them, right, are on their way to the county courthouse because they want to find out what's going on. She's steady lying to us, trying to gaslight us to believe that she does not know that this man has life. What does 999 years mean? How many people or who do you know has lived for 999 years? How many other people do you know even got 99 years on there? So this man got life, right? Because the numbers couldn't go up no further, right? And so she's sitting up here playing in our face. Because I cannot believe, and I'm just going to be honest, that a woman her age is just ignorant. I just don't think she's just stupid. I don't think that she is. I am trying to watch my words. I refuse to believe that this woman is this stupid. I think she's just like a liar and an actress. I think that she hooked up with somebody, right, that she knows not going to get out, so she don't ever have to have a relationship with them to be on this show. So this was a good world. Do y'all know that she has a GoFundMe for him? She has a mother that GoFundMe for him. Allegedly that she set up. For the what? For what? To help with his legal fees. If you and your daughter don't rub two nickels together, you pay for his legal fees. Anyway, so she goes to the courthouse and she pulls up the records on him, right? Her and her girlfriend. They're looking at it. He happens to call. Oh my God, he called. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, oh my God. Hello? She talks over the man. He can't get a sentence in edgewise. She's acting as if she has the education of like an 11th grader, maybe 10th. Like she never graduated from high school. The only thing that she did was raise her daughter and made sure that her daughter got on the bus on time in the morning. Like, I just don't think this woman is this stupid. But we're going to go along and play with how stupid she really is and how stupid that she is coming off to us. So he calls on the phone and everything, and she says that she has not been able to get in contact with him. Now, if y'all remember, she had said before that she didn't even know where he was. See, keep this together. First, she said she didn't know where he was. Then she shows up at a jail without having visitor permission, her or her girlfriend. Neither one of them have gone through the system to ensure that they can come into the building. Now she's sitting up here denying the fact that she knew where he was. Okay, because now she says she knew where he was. She even knew where he was to the point where she told him that she put money on his book so that when he wants to make phone calls, not when he want to get something to eat, not when he want to get some Cheetos and make some Kool-Aid up in that month. Okay? So she just wants him to be able to contact her. So he said, okay, the reason why I ain't been talking to you is because I lost my pen. Anyway, he says he lost his pen. That's why he ain't been talking to her. And so she's like, oh my God, okay, so but you know, you ain't I got your paperwork and I didn't know that you had 99 years. He said, that's what I told you. You playing this dumb game. And you know I told you. No, you never told me you. He said, I told you I had 99 years. She said, well, you were saying that you were getting out. But when you look at the tape, when he was talking all of that stuff about getting out and stuff, you can tell it's like all taped at a different time. I don't know if this is an old tape. I've been trying to find him on YouTube because I do watch those shows. And I said that I was going to find out how to get them where you can get the interrogation and you can get all the parole hearings. I would love to see his parole hearing in Alabama because, okay, so she finds out, she goes and talks to the deputy attorney general, right? I think it was the attorney general, but the DA for Alabama. And they meet with each other. Probably, you know, the TLC called, I mean, whatever, WeTV's hooked it up for them. So she meets with her. Now, mind you, she done already disrespected the aunt by saying that the aunt don't know what she talking about because she 82. That 82-year-old woman can run circles around you. She knew enough not to let you in her house. She knew enough not to let you or TLC in her house. And she corrected you and told you to stop calling him Mikhail. His name is Michael. But you wanted to be exotic. You know, he got a Mikhail is exotic. she's still calling him a kill. So when she goes and meets with the former attorney general for the state of Alabama, she talk all this stuff about he didn't tell her this. She's just down with her. She said, look, I've been practicing for 30 years, and yeah, I looked her up. It is indeed the right woman. So she said, I've been doing this for 30 years. She said, I have never. Now, mind you, they going through a stack of papers. Like, I'm talking about a huge stack of papers, like a ream of fucking papers. She said, I have never seen this many traffic offenses in my whole entire black life. Well, I mean, she wasn't black, but my black life. She said, well, oh, so what goes into a driver's record? See, it's that stupidity that made her go and buy this hair. It's that stupidity that made her think that this hair looks good on her and that this brings out the best in her. It's that level of stupidity. It's that level of stupidity. Like straight up. That will make you sit on a syndicated show and look this ignorant. So anyway, I digress. What goes into a driver? So what all is in a driver's record? She said, bitch, it's everything that he's done while being in a motor vehicle, a car, a train, a bus, a bicycle, a motorcycle, a country wagon drawn by a horse. It's this he was doing when he was in some type of vehicle, something other than his fucking feet. She said he done ran over rabbits. He been driving on a revoked driver's license, dead tags. This month been doing all kinds of stuff. That's what it is. It's all of the booth that he did when he wasn't sitting on a porch up the hill in the woods. She said, and then on this one right here, his dumb ass was he got arrested for trafficking drugs, right? And she said, yeah, that's what concerned me. She didn't care. She said, that's what caught my attention. Not that he's been out here running over people on the sidewalk. Not that he has been having all kinds of major traffic infractions that could have hurt someone else. Not that he doesn't want to pay his share to motor vehicles like all the rest of us do and ride and stop riding dirty. He know goddamn well it's a 3-strike rule and a motherfucker is out here trafficking drugs. She said there's a limit on how much you can have of the white powder. She knew what it was. The lady said he had almost 2 times that much. He had over $65,000 worth of white powder in his car. She said the only reason he didn't get away is because he ran up on the curb. He was in a ditch, sitting up on the side. He was on the curb and he was trying to wedge himself out and they caught him. And this is a woman who's sitting on here looking like this and saying this woman is the cause of my man being locked up. Not him, not Michael, this woman. It's the ignorance for me. Aisha. It's the ignorance of the dumb Cabbage Patch doll sitting in the back. Are you talking to her? Is she your motherfucking advisor? Your Cabbage Patch doll in the back? Because your brain is emptier than them. This woman is in the cause of Michael being in jail. Michael is the cause of himself being in jail. And for us to sit here and watch this fool, like she really filmed this. And you can tell that the other girl that's with her ain't comfortable with the lies and the switch up from her. But then again, she really may be this ignorant. And this is not an act. And that's the sad part because she is a daughter. A lot of people already think that we're stupid anyway, just by being women, some people, and just by being black women. And you go out there and perpetrate that. Her friend looks like she just wants to shrink into a blob. She seems like she is just so uncomfortable and embarrassed that she even with her. She probably was like, I didn't know that it was gonna be all this bull crap and lies. The girlfriend probably like, I ain't nobody tell me. I wasn't ready for this bull. I'm running around back and forth with her. And I'm telling y'all, I know I saw somebody. If I gotta come back tomorrow, I'll come back tomorrow and tell y'all that this woman got a GoFundMe going on for him. For what? To help with his legal fees. Because the lady told her, although he has the 3-strike you're out rule, and he was convicted under that, he is able to get parole in 2027. So we got to watch her for 2 more years with an empty house. The man doesn't even seem like he like her. He said that the reason why he got caught up, he said he had been released. He got caught up because he had a shiesty lawyer. So where's his appeal? Did he not appeal that? I'm done. Talking about another dummy. You know, when I go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, stores like that, oftentimes, here's my confession about the booth. Oftentimes, I make sure I smell those clothes. Because I don't never know when a gonna walk up in the store, get that outfit, wear it, and bring it back. Why in the does Monique, who has filmed this thing now for I don't know how long, fat and sweaty, got this tag on the back of her clothes? She got a shirt on that she didn't even take the monkey tags off of. She bringing a cousin in her house. The shirt is ill-fitting, and it still got the store tag on it. This is why I smell stuff when I go to the store. And I know people be thinking I'm crazy, right? They be thinking, something's wrong with me. But this is why, because facts like this will come up in there and wear the clothes, keep the tag on it so they can take it back to the store. I ain't saying that's what Monique doing, but why in the is the price tag? Then the price tag got the audacity, the unmitigated goal to still have a price tag on the chair. You don't believe me? Let me show you. This girl walks past. She got a price tag on the chair and on the shirt. Let me show you again. You get a tag. I get a tag. We get a tag. You get a tag. She get a tag. Everybody get a tag. You 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 get a tag. She got tags. This girl got tags everywhere. Does she own the pants she got on weirdos tucked in the inside? Then you look at the front door when the people are knocking. Jamal is knocking on the door and she got blue tape and black plastic bags on the window. Yeah. I mean, everybody in the studio today, everybody watching, everybody under the sound of my voice gets a tag. Do y'all need to see that again? Let me know because I will let you see the tags again. Everything got a tag on it. She's one of those type of people, in my humble opinion, that will buy something and come back up in that camp with it and return it to the store in the bag, sliding her feet with bedroom slippers on. Probably the shoes on her feet got the tag in the inside of them and everything else. You see, let you see, Keon. Okay, hold on, boo. Let me let you see the tags. The tag is on the chair and on the shirt. Look again. Just scuffing this out of somebody's floors. Tag in the back. Tag in the back. Tag in the back. On this one right here, tag on the back of her shirt and on the chair. Tags just slinging around like she got a Facebook marketplace. Okay? Is it Facebook marketplace? That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. This floor is creaking in like a mother. And she gonna take her wide, sweaty and take that chair back? Is it going back to the store after she finished filming? She gonna take it back and be like, I didn't want it. It made me pass out. So she's sitting in there talking about Jamal. She's interviewing with the producers. Her sisters and them tell her, you know, we begin where we ended at, where she was telling him, you know, she was gonna block him, don't call her, don't do anything, right? And so, you know, the sisters is like, you know, you gotta take care of yourself. We want you to eat and everything because we can't be having another incident with you passing out and everything, Monique. You need. I'm concerned about my sister, right? They already done told her the guy don't respect you. He don't love you. When is it going to take? What is it going to take for you to understand that he just does not love you, Monique? What is it going to take for you to realize he don't give a good rat's behind? Now, as you all remember, Monique said that she fainted and passed out because she hadn't had anything to eat.
I haven't
Remember?
ate or drank anything since 2 p.m. the day before.
She hasn't done
I
what
haven't
now?
ate or drank anything since 2 p.m. the day before.
But yet and still we see Monique eating and drinking. You need to see it again? So of course her boyfriend is saying you a whole lie. You just didn't want to see my family. You didn't faint because you hadn't eaten, because you ate and you drank. And you said the reason why you passed out was because you didn't have anything to eat or drink. So the next thing we know, Jamal is knocking on the door. Because she's telling her story. Now, mind you, she was supposed to meet with his families. His family, he knew that she was about some bullshit. He knew that she was lying. Okay? He knew she was lying. But all of us, until we saw the real beam footage, thanks to Lord Lucan, she was eating. And looked like she was having dessert. Girl, get the out of here. So she wants the boy to apologize for knowing that she a liar, in my humble opinion. So next thing you know, she's talking, doing her little, screen or whatever you call it. And then the next thing you know, somebody knocking on the door. Guess who it is? It's Jamal. No, no. You're not going to be keeping no tabs on me. This is weird. This is weird. Ain't no way in the world that cousin would be that free to come up to my house to think that we even got a relationship with that. You better send a letter. You better make an appointment. You don't just knock up on my door. She's setting a bad precedence for herself. For a man to just walk up in your house like that, knock up on your door, and you stupid enough, thank you, Philly Fox, you stupid enough to let that daggone man come up in your house like that? No, no. Mm-mm. I don't know him. Bad enough I let him come up in there and hang up some cameras. And then that's when I realized that he was in the pen too. And now you coming knocking on the door anytime you can feel like it. You don't call, you don't do nothing. You don't send a pigeon or a raven or robin. You mean to tell me you can't send something to tell me that you coming over this month? No. No. It's not going down like that. Ladies, y'all let me know down in the chat if you letting a cousin that you just met when he came to hang up cameras and he said put one in the bedroom and he halfway looking at Monique like, she's a big girl. I ain't never had a big girl like that before. She a challenge and I'm kind of jive like a little attracted to her. Because the cousin ain't looking at her with the straight on eyes, being on business, right? He looking at her kind of like, yeah, I came over here to check. He said that you had passed out, that you fell out. So what you doing over here? See, because if Monique was a woman about her work, she would tell him, I told him he's blocked. That's why he can't get in touch with me. So Titus calls, so Jamal calls on the phone. He told me, so yeah, here she go. What's the temperature? You want to talk to her? What the you mean, what's the temperature? But because she's sitting up there with all them tags on, tags slinging off the back of the chair, tags on the back of her clothes. That's so grimy to me. And I'm telling y'all, that's why I am funny. I'm funny about clothes and shoes. Who's out there blasting that music? Hold on. Who's blasting music? Is that my daughter? So she goes up in there and he says the following. Bro said something like you passed out or something. He wanted me to come over here and check on you, make sure you was good. I'm good. You talk to him? No, he's blind. He said, what's the energy like? He said, I just got here. You want to holler at her? Hold on. What's up? He said, what's going on? I ain't heard from you. She said, I'm in the middle of an interview. He said, look, we both said some things that was disrespectful to move forward. How can you put some aside and not apologize? Like calling me a dumb bitch is not cool. But you will take him back. A man that sat there and called you a dumb and acted as if you want nothing. You having a conversation with him. And you know what is good enough for you? An apology. Let me tell you, honey, once you a dumb, you always gonna be a dumb bitch. That never goes away. Who was blasting that music? One of my neighbors must be having a party because I don't live in that kind of neighborhood where we playing stuff at 9:38 at night. He said, I got real love for you. So what you think? How you feel? You accept my apology? I ain't here. She said, you got real love for me or are you in love with me? He said, I love you. He said enough to make sure him and his cousin can still come up in there. What an idiot. His apology was half at if best. Oh, but she gonna take him back. Oh, she gonna be with him. She think this man love her. He said, look, if this chick don't come see me in the jail, then I'ma double think this. So Monique goes back to season 1 and talks about the baby that she lost. Now, for those of us that have been watching Love During Lockup, we understand that Monique had a baby, lost a baby at 6 months. Monique is saying that she wants to have a baby with Titus. Monique, I don't mean no harm, and I ain't trying to be talking about your size because I ain't exactly skinny my daggone self. But you ain't gonna have no baby being that fat. If you do, it'll be a miracle that you even get pregnant. And I don't mean that in a mean way. The infant mortality rate for women who are your size, Monique, that's why a lot of people, including some of my friends, end up having bariatric weight loss surgery so that they can have babies because they were too big to have them or to carry them full term. I'm not saying that that's why you had lost your baby. But you said that you and the boyfriend was arguing all the time. That's the type of person you are, Monique. And in my opinion, that's how you feel like you're loved. If you're not fussing, arguing, hollering, and screaming, Monique, I don't believe you even feel like a person loves you. And that's a god shame. And you said don't nobody know how I feel. Just had it. Very few people, I guess, know how I feel. I had a miscarriage, and my baby was 5 months old. I know that feeling. I know exactly what that feels like. You said that Titus is the first person that you wanted to have a baby with, but I could have sworn you said you wanted one with Derek. Because remember we talked about the same story when he was with Derek. This man gives her a halfway apology and then gives her an ultimatum. Get your to the jail. She said, I'm gonna call tomorrow and make an excuse. I think she feel like she too big to get through the bars at the jail. Yeah, he did. He must have apologized after I turned the TV off because when she said that she got to go, I said me too and turned it off. Okay. I don't know what has happened to Monique in her life that her self-esteem is this low. That she would stay with a man who called her a B and think that he's never going to think of her that way again. He will always think of you. If a man crossed that kind of line to call you a stupid, there's no returning back from that. There's no turning back from that. You will always be there, whether he communicates it and says something about it again. If he never speaks it out of his mouth again in his mind, you are always a stupid. And I'm sure, probably in conversations when he talks to other people, that's what you are. You are stupid. That means he allows no room for you to make a mistake, for you to misspeak. Because when you do, you stupid. And he started the conversation off by saying, we both said disrespectful stuff. So what you ain't gonna do is point the finger at me. And I'm telling you, was she even thought she got an ounce of apology, because it wasn't an apology, it was an admission, dumb. So anyway, when he said that, immediately she forgave him. And they're gonna tell a girl, I got my man back. I need to call my man. Are we finished? While you sitting up in there with receipts, they're gonna say, me moving here was a waste of time. It may have been a waste of time. He and I gotta decide whether we gonna even live together. Yeah, stay on your air mattress. You, your sisters, and everybody else, stay on your air mattress. Because let me tell you something what people don't do. So Monique came out and said that, she had this house and all that in Ohio to be with Titus, right? Who buys a house and doesn't know where they're going to live at? Don't know if they're going to live with their man or not. Now I can see you renting a house, because this ain't the market to be selling a house in or buying. The market is upside down. It's all around. It's so volatile right now. I know, because I'm trying to buy my daughter a house, okay? Who goes to Ohio and hasn't solidified any plans? You ain't never touched the man, ain't never kissed him, nothing, but you done bought a house in Ohio. How you gonna sell it, and who you gonna sell it to? And you out there with a man that's calling you a dump. You sitting out there with a man that you gotta tell him the correct thing to say. No, don't say you got love for me. Do you love me? A man that love you, you ain't got to never tell him. He'll tell you all day long in every language known unto mankind. That's how you know a man love you. When he don't be disrespectful you. When he doesn't think he'll love you. Because he think you a liar and a dumb bitch. And you a fake a fall. Because Monique, I swear, you said that you didn't eat all day. And I got the video bean footage of you sitting at that table eating like a monk. As a matter of fact, looked like you had finished off a John sized cupcake. Girl, get the fuck out of here with that bull crap. We're going to see how all of this finish up. Anyway, that's the end of my review, y'all. Let me get her off my all these women, they just straight up embarrassments. They are embarrassments. This is just stupid. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think downtown in the comments section. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Y'all do not forget to hit me up on my second channel for tomorrow's Coffee and Crime. I look forward to talking to y'all, and the story we're going to be talking about is very interesting. So I can't wait to be with you all. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already done any of those things. And until we meet again, y'all be safe in those streets. And Ray Della said, Happy Valentine's Day, cousins. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Bye.